Hey guys, Thogden here, and welcome back to a very important Game Week 2 Champions League predictions. This is the part of the season where the teams that have lost need to get points on board in their standings to have any chance of getting to the qualifiers, and I've got Thogdad over in England.
And the scores on the doors after match day 1, it's Theo with an acceptable 15 points and Thogdad with a delicious 19 points. Theo, you're supposed to know about European football.
Good to see him over in England. I'm in Mexico, but we've still got the Champions League content. There are so many good games this week. You know what? We haven't hit 10,000 likes in a while. Let's do it, and the first match is...
Union Berlin and Braga are two teams who lost their opening games, but Union were not embarrassed by Real Madrid. It took a last-minute goal from Jude Bellingham to settle that one. Braga not embarrassed by Napoli. Once again, it was a very late goal from Napoli, an own goal. I'm going with home advantage, Union to win 1-0.
Let's begin with Union Berlin. They fought so well against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, and Braga, I just don't think they're good enough. Union Berlin qualified straight away from finishing top 4 in the Bundesliga last year. I'm not sure we're going to see Bonucci play yet, but I think they're going to sneak a 2-1 win.
RB Salzburg and Real Sociedad are two evenly matched teams. Now, what a result for Salzburg. They went away to Benfica and came away with the points, and they are absolutely smashing the Austrian league. But Sociedad, good result at the weekend. They won the Basque derby, and also a good result against Inter Milan. I'm going 2-1 to RB Salzburg.
How are the club in Austria top of the group? They've got a lot of players in there, which in a few years we're going to be talking about at the biggest of clubs. Real Sociedad, they've been doing excellently, and they've got a really good support behind them. For this game, I'm going to sit on the fence and go for a 1-1 draw.
Inter Milan against Benfica is last season's runners-up against the champions of Portugal, and Inter Milan will be very strong favourites here. Lautaro Martinez in brilliant goal-scoring form. I don't want to underestimate Benfica, but this is a step too far. Inter Milan to win 2-0.
The fact that Inter drew to Real Sociedad and Benfica lost to RB Salzburg, what is going on? If either of these teams want a serious chance of getting through the Champions League rounds, they have to win this. But I just think Inter are too strong. Champions League finalists last year, they're first in Serie A this year. I think at San Siro, we're going to see another home win for Blue and Black, 2-1.
PSV Eindhoven and Sevilla is a tough one to call. Now, PSV were smashed against Arsenal in match day 1. Sevilla not too delighted with a draw against Lens in match day 1, but they're starting to find some form. I'm going 2-1 to PSV.
Sevilla are looking actually pretty bad in the league. They went 2 of their last 3 games without scoring, and even with Enquiries, it's not been the same creativity. They've lost Papu Gomez, Ocampos has gone to the Premier League, Bono has gone to Saudi Arabia. This is nowhere near the Sevilla team that's won their 7th Europa League. So I'll go tight, but I think the Eindhoven lads will do it at home 2-1.
FC Copenhagen against Bayern Munich is a game from the group of goals. Now, Copenhagen were 2-0 up against Galatasaray in Istanbul, conceded 2 late goals. They won't be delighted about that. We all know what happened at Bayern Munich, 4-3 against Man United. It sounds close, but in reality, it wasn't. I'm going Copenhagen 1, Bayern Munich 3.
Harry Kane performed again. He scored in a Leipzig 2-2 draw. They didn't get the win, but they were 2-0 down, and it was a very good comeback. I think Sané got the score sheet too. I don't think they're going to keep a clean sheet by Munich. I think they'll concede 1, but then they'll climb back into the game and score 2. And the winner will be from Harry bloody Kane.
Manchester United against Galatasaray is a chance for the Glazer soccer franchise to make a lot more money. Now, it's all going wrong for Team Glazer at the moment. They've had their worst start to a league campaign in 34 years. Now, Galatasaray, really good in their domestic league, but not too good in the Champions League. But you know what? I'm going Red Devils 2, Galatasaray 1.
United are on a downfall. We all know what's going on, but this game could be a great opportunity for the lads to come together and get a solid win at Old Trafford, but will it happen? Galatasaray will come fighting. They made it here through the qualifiers, and they've got a lot of world-class talent. From Mertens to Zaha on the wing to Icardi up top. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I don't think United are going to win.
Napoli and Real Madrid is simply one of the ties of the round. Now, Napoli, it was job done against Braga, but the Victor Osimhen situation How ridiculous is that? Real Madrid left it very, very late to beat Union Berlin, and you feel that they can't always rely on Jude Bellingham to get very late goals. I reckon this will be a 1-1 draw.
I really wanted to get out to this game, but I've been in Mexico and I've made 2 incredible videos at Toluca and also the Mexico City derby. If you haven't watched it yet, get on the channel. You will love it. Madrid, they come confident. Jude Bellingham is in the form of his life. I'm going to go for a high-scoring 2-2 draw. The South Italians are going to hold out the Madridsters.
Lens against Arsenal is France against England, like so many wars throughout world history. Now, Lens got a good result against Sevilla. They shared the points. Arsenal, meanwhile, smashed PSV, looking great in the league. I'm giving this as an away win, 2-1 to Arsenal.
Just have to get on the Eurostar, 1 hour 22, and you get to Lille, and then you get the train again. Arsenal fans, that's what you need to do. Having the carpet back at the Emirates. This is an away fixture, but it won't be a problem for them. I think they're going to win 3-0, so a solid big win.
Atletico Madrid against Feyenoord is an intriguing fixture over in Spain. Now, in the last round, Atletico Madrid drew with Lazio, but Atletico Madrid doing really well in the league. They've won 3 out of 3 there, and it's similar with Feyenoord. I'm giving this 1-0 to Atletico Madrid.
Atletico, last Champions League round, were about to get a massive away win in Rome against Lazio, and then the goalkeeper scored. The geezer just leapt like a salmon and stopped them from getting 3 points. Feyenoord, current Dutch champions, a lot of quality in that team, smashed Ajax. The game was suspended at half-time because the Ajax Ultras was so fuming. Honestly, I think Atletico nicked this 1-0, Simeone masterclass, low scoring, and with Feyenoord top of the group right now, Atleti need it.
Antwerp and Shakhtar Donetsk both lost their opening games. Antwerp went down 5-0 to FC Barcelona and followed that up with 3 0-0 draws. Now, Shakhtar Donetsk effectively paying all their games away from home. Now, they have never lost to a Belgian team, but I think this is going to be the exception. Antwerp 1, Shakhtar Donetsk 0.
The boys from Ukraine will come fighting. They've got a very young team. Antwerp are probably slight favourites coming into it. With the home fixture, they're going to have to travel to Belgium. I'm going to sit on the fence here and go with a 1-1 draw. Something on board for both teams if they've got any chance of getting out of this Champions League group.
Red Star Belgrade and Young Boys of Switzerland are in a group with RB Leipzig and Manchester City. So this game is crucially important. It's all about that 3rd place position and getting into the Europa League. Now, Red Star, they've got to make their home ground an absolute fortress. Young Boys have never won against Serbian opposition. It's not going to start here. I'm saying 2-1 to Red Star Belgrade.
Playing at home to Young Boys, they actually come in as favourites in a Champions League fixture, and they have to win it. Behind the goal, they're going to be singing their hearts out. I know what it's like to go to Red Star Belgrade. Those Young Boys players, I'm not sure they're going to be ready for it. It's going to be low scoring, but it's going to be a 1-0 win.
Borussia Dortmund and AC Milan is a massive game from the group of death. Now, Dortmund started off with a tame defeat to Paris Saint-Germain in Paris. They want to do better here. AC Milan, meanwhile, 0-0 draw with Newcastle. This is the team who's won this tournament 7 times. I'm going to say 2-2.
Won't be easy against AC Milan. They're back on winning form. They got a 2-0 win against Lazio. Rafael Leao, there's quality there. Theo Hernandez, one of the best left flanks in Europe. But I'm going to go crazy. 5-goal thriller here, Thogdad. 3-2 Dortmund. Scenes at Signal Iduna. So good, we might have to be there.
Newcastle United against Paris Saint-Germain. What an enormous night for the Geordies. It's Saudi Arabia against Qatar. Now, Newcastle got things off to a good start. They've got 5 clean sheets in a row, so it's going to be a difficult night for Paris Saint-Germain, but they've got Kylian Mbappe, so I think they'll get a goal, but I think this is going to be a 1-1 draw.
This Wednesday night game, my eyes are going to be stuck to the telly for it because it's going to be absolutely nuts. PSG, will they be ready and used to the St. James's Park atmosphere? They may find that difficult. I'm going to be honest and realistic. In this fixture, PSG are going to win, and Dan Burn is going to get skint by Mbappe. 2-1 away win.
RB Leipzig and Manchester City is a very interesting fixture because RB Leipzig will be the underdogs, but their form in the league and in the Champions League has been pretty good of late, and they're smashing in loads of goals. Man City, meanwhile, they've lost 2 in a row, but I reckon in this one they're going to get it narrowly. 2-1 to Man City.
I genuinely believe they will cause Man City an issue. Not too much, though. I'm going to give Leipzig 1 goal and Man City 3.
FC Porto and FC Barcelona are 2 teams who won their opening games. Now, FC Porto saw off Shakhtar Shakhtar Donetsk on a neutral ground, but then in the league, they lost to their fierce rivals Benfica at the weekend. Barcelona, as we've said, they beat Antwerp 5-0, and they're scoring about 3 goals every game. So I'm going FC Porto 1, FC Barcelona 2.
When a Portuguese club plays a big Spanish club, it's always a rivalry. Remy stayed at Porto and even scored against Shakhtar in the first game. But Barcelona, they're actually in the form of their life. They're battering teams back-to-back 5-0. A lot of Barca fans think they can go all the way in the Champions League. Comment down below if you really think that. I'm honestly going to go Porto 1, Barcelona 3.
Glasgow Celtic against Lazio of Italy is another fascinating encounter. Now, we know Celtic are doing well in their domestic league, but they started badly in the Champions League, losing 2-0 to Feyenoord. You look at Lazio's away record in the Champions League, they haven't won away in 20 years, so this could be a close one. I'm going Glasgow Celtic 0, Lazio 1.
This is going to be a cracker. I'm going rogue here. Celtic, big performance, Kyogo winner, 2-1. It's going to be limbs at Celtic Park. Wish I was there. Someone told me that if you hit the like button, you will get luck to your club playing this midweek. Thank you, Thog Dad from England. I'm in Mexico. I've got a flight back. I've got a surprise match that I'm going to go to on Wednesday night. Try and guess it in the comments down below. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.